Hey guys, it's Jocelyn, and this is going to be a stretching video. Okay, so I started with like shaking my body out a little bit, my arms, and especially my wrists. I know I might look a little funny, but it's okay. And then I start next with this stretch that Chloe taught you in her stretching video, and you hold it for 16 counts. And then I switch, and this is how you do it, like that. And again, you hold it for 16 counts. Okay, and then I'm going to do this a little bit of a wrist stretch. And you're going to flex your left hand and pull it back with your right. Make sure you don't pull it back too hard, but just enough, okay? You don't want to hurt yourself, but you want to feel the pull. This really helps with like getting flexible wrists. And then make sure you shake it out afterwards after you hold it for 16 counts. And this one, you have your left hand facing down and you're pulling it back with your right hand. And then I just switch to the other side and do it for 16 counts as well, by flexing my right wrist and pulling back with my left hand. And then I'll do the same thing again, pointing my right wrist down and pulling it back. I recommend watching TV with these or listening to some music to maybe help the time pass by a little bit. Okay, from here, I'm putting my left hand behind my back and I'm grabbing it with my right. And you just pull your arms up and bend over a little bit. And you should feel that stretch. And you hold that for 16 counts. And then you do it from the front, pulling it back. Again, make sure you don't stretch it too hard. You just do it to where you know your limit. And then I slowly bring my arms down. Okay, next I do 8 neck rolls on both sides. Ignore my extremely long neck. So yeah. Also, this is supposed to be like a follow along video, so you can do it with me. Okay. Then after 8 of those, we go down to doing leg stretches. Okay, so I just separate my legs and then I bend down to my left leg first and hold it for 16 counts. After about 8 counts, I pull myself closer to my leg. Now, if you're not comfortable doing this yet, don't, because I do not want you to hurt yourself, but if you get to the point where you're able to pull yourself closer, do that. And then I switch legs and I go to my right leg, and I'm pushing my knee back a little bit because I have problems with my knee wanting to bend a lot. And then I pull myself closer after 8 counts. And then I go to the middle and do the same thing there. And I'm grabbing my calves right there to like get a better stretch. But if you want to just hang down, you can. And then again, I pull myself closer after 8 counts. Okay, so now I'm just putting my feet together and I turn to the side so you guys can see that a little better. And I'm just touching my toes basically. And I'm pulling myself closer again, just like that. And then I'm going into downward dog. If you can't keep your ankles to the ground, it's okay. Just try to work on being able to have your heels down, is what I meant to say. Your heels down all the way. And you can move farther away from your legs or closer to however you feel comfortable with this. Okay? Now I'm taking my left leg and I'm bringing it up to my arms. Make sure that your knee is not over your feet. It should be like in line with it. And then you're just kind of doing a lunge. This is what a lunge. And hold it for 16 counts. All of these I'm holding for 16. And then you switch legs. Like this. Super cool. After holding it for 16 counts, I sit down on the ground, and then I'm going to put my left leg out and my right leg is going to be bent, and then you're going to go to your left leg and hold yourself down. And I use my left arm or my hand to press down my foot to try to point it better, and you just pull yourself to it. And then after 8 counts again, I pull myself a little bit closer to try to get a better stretch. and then I switch over and like drag yourself toward your right knee and pull on it and pull yourself as close as you can to it, like that. And then you like pull yourself up and then switch legs. Again, let's scoot it back again. Push your foot down so you can try to get a better pointed toe. And then after 8 counts, you can pull yourself closer if you feel comfortable with that. Just keep holding that stretch for 16 counts as well. And then move over to your knee again and lay on it. If you can't lay all the way on your knee at first, don't worry about it. Just keep stretching every day and you'll eventually will be able to. And then I put my feet forward, and then I do the same thing. I just reach for my feet, and then pull myself closer. Ignore my toes. Okay. And then I spread my legs apart, and I just lean forward. And again, you can pull yourself closer. Sometimes I'll grab like an object in front of me so I can pull myself down a little bit farther, but today I did not do that. Or you can pull like on, if you have carpet, maybe if your parents are okay with you like pulling yourself closer. And then I do the little bobs that Chloe said. I call them pulses, but I do 8 of those. Oh no, I do 16. Yeah, I do 16 of those. You can do 8 if you would like. And then I just hold myself for 16 counts. And if you're not comfortable having your legs as close as I did, you can push your feet out farther so your knees can get closer to the ground. Okay. Alright, so this is me doing splits. So you can either slide into the split or you can do it like I did right there, where I straighten my left leg behind me and then pull my right leg in front. I hold mine for 1 minute and 15 seconds, and I put on a timer 1 minute and 17 seconds. So I have 2 seconds to set myself up. If you cannot hold yourself for that amount of time, do not worry. You can start out with like 15 seconds, but I recommend keep building yourself up as much as you can. Also, you're probably not going to be super close to the ground at first, and that's totally okay. Just try to stretch a few times a week on your splits so you can get closer. I try to do this almost every single day. And again, you can either slide into it or do it the same way I do it, like I just sit on the ground and push my legs out. I feel like doing it this way, I get a better stretch because I'm closer to the ground than if I slide into it. But that's just me. And then I hold it again for 1 minute and 15 seconds. And try to stay as straight as possible, like not leaning too much forward. You can see I struggle with that a little bit, but just to keep your back straight is what's best, and not to like lean over on your hips. Okay, after that is up. I do a middle split. You can either slide into the middle split or do what we call a frog legs. That's what we call them in guard. Just I guess a little funny name that we have. And I just hold it for 1 minute and 15 seconds again, like I did the other ones. This is also in a time lapse, by the way, so that's why it's faster than 1 minute and 15 seconds. And again, if you're not comfortable holding it that long, it's totally okay, but make sure you add up time each time you do it. Okay, and that is my stretching routine that I have before I go outside and spin. So after this, you can go outside and go spinning. Yay, thank you so much for watching. Bye!